There are some fans, some viewers who are saying, I'm not watching this season because of Kelly. What's your message to them?
Maybe you could just fast forward through her part.
Season 15, you're third on the show. How is the Gina we're seeing this time around different than the Gina we met 3 years ago?
Well, okay, first of all, she is 40 pounds heavier and has really bad hair. But she's really happy. So it's okay. It's all good.
Let's talk about the hair, because the hair is a whole thing. It's a meme. Every week it's going to be a meme. How do you feel about people making fun of it?
I'm okay with it because, like, I'm not blind. Like, I see what's going on there. And, like, the bottom line is I just made this bad decision to just start down this road with, like, the extension. And then the platinum destroyed my actual hair. And then I got it back to the right color, but then, like, I had no hair left. So then I had to have the extension. So, but then what you're seeing is, like, just extension. And then, like, the top, that's my actual, like, frazzled, dead hair. So I get it, all of it. I'm not proud of it. But you know what? I mean, it is what it is. What am I going to do? It's entertainment for people. I did my own hair and makeup today, and I think I look great. So
you look great. We're coming back around. It's like what's old is new again.
And I lost weight. I mean, I was like big. Like, I was just like, I just am who I am.
Relationship weight is totally a thing. You and Travis, have you hit the year mark yet?
Yeah, no, we're past the year. It was August 15th. So we're like a year and 3 months. I'm really happy. I think it's the happiest I've ever been in a relationship, for sure.
What's the biggest difference between your marriage and then this relationship? The one thing you didn't know you needed or didn't have when you were in that marriage?
I just think that Matt and I didn't have like a deep foundation, a connection, that partnership. I just think it's so confusing when you're young and everybody else is getting married and you love them and but now I know what it is to be in love. So, and it's one of those things you can't really describe it until you have it.
Yeah.
And then once you can't even really describe, I still can't describe it, but I know I have it now.
I think the fans were very surprised. I was very surprised. The trailer comes out. Matt appears on this season for the first time.
Hello.
How? Why? Explain this to me.
Okay, well, the reason that Matt never filmed was, and I know people could believe this or not, but it was truth, was because his employer would not allow him to. So, and then unfortunately, and this is, it has been really hard for everyone, but as a result of everything that happened last year.
How much can you tell us about what allegedly happened the night of June 22nd?
He just was like a different person. It was really scary. And I ran out of the house and I rang my neighbor's doorbell and I was banging on the door and he's dragged me back in the house.
Oh my God.
Then the cops came. They arrested him. He could face possibly 7 years in jail.
Matt was let go from his job. So he now had free will and choice. And, I just I really appreciate that he did do it. And I thought that it would be good for people to see that, we can go through such traumatic experiences and come together for our children. And we really do. And we really do co-parent well. And he's a good dad.
When everything went down, though, you did get a restraining order against him. And I thought that was still in effect. So how does that work with him coming around?
Well, okay. So the thing about a restraining order is in order for him to actually get actively, in trouble for something like that, I would have to report it in. And we're allowed, as part of the restraining order, actually, we're allowed to be by each other, but only for like when it comes to the children. You know what I mean? And I'm not like going to like hang out with Matt. So we're only around each other if it's child related.
Well, that's good to hear that even through everything that happened, the kids are still number one and that hasn't gotten lost.
Yeah, and it never will.
All right, let's pivot to the women. Your and Emily's margarita scene, margarita ketchup, was So much fun.
Oh my God. We're like the new Tres Amigas.
Dos idiotas.
What is that?
Idiota.
Idiots?
You guys are back to being where you were when you first joined the show together, right?
I honestly feel like even better. I actually watched that scene twice and I was laughing, so I can appreciate and understand how other people, I think that people really liked that from what I've seen.
I think people did. I think everyone but Braunwyn maybe liked that moment.
Yes. And Sean, I'm sure.
Braunwyn.
Hey there.
I heard you're taking shots at me.
I got this.
Why?
You know why?
You've said some really things, and I found out about it, and they're not cool.
What are they?
Maybe all that bleach went to your brain, but I'm not going to say this over the phone.
Let's get into the Braunwyn Sean of it all.
Okay.
One, do you regret the margarita-induced phone calls to Braunwyn?
No. Braunwyn knew about those text messages a long time ago. She's been sitting on it. And then the cameras go up, and then I knew she was saying mean things about me, but because I felt like I was doing her a solid by not bringing it up. And then I was kind of like ambushed with it, So, and she had so many opportunities just to call me and talk to me directly about it. And it wouldn't have been blown out of proportion because I would have said, yeah, you know what? I have different boundaries. It made me a little uncomfortable. She's going around saying the whole year saying we have 3 sons. I have a sex apartment, rolling around on the floor with Tamra, but then I'm crazy for thinking that I might have a shot. She said the only requirement is you have to be hot. So, okay, I understand I'm not hot enough to do this with you.
This is messed up. I've been nothing but nice to you, and every time I'm nice to you,
It's hurled back in my face.
It was so weird to me because she's like trying to accuse me of like me being so wasted that I couldn't even get an Uber. So I couldn't understand. And I'm like, meanwhile, like you were passed out. And like, that is honestly how most of the nights that we would film would end with her. And then we would be, you have to go to then the next thing. And now we're all in a group and we're talking about all the things that happen at this party or whatever. And she had no idea what was ever going on. So it became frustrating as a cast to like work with her, I think she was projecting.
It seems like it's going to be a weird season. I mean, pandemic aside, everything that happened in the world aside, but a weird season with everyone and Braunwyn. She has made it clear she's not talking to anybody. What's the deal there? Why the disconnect with Braunwyn?
I don't know. I think the bottom line is I think that she is coming to terms with this alcoholism, and now she is looking within and coming out and letting everybody know that she's gay. And I think these are 2 extremely big issues that she's dealing with. So I don't know why, but if that's what she needs, then, I'm not trying to make things worse for her and her family, because I do think that they're going through a tremendous time right now, and I think probably her behavior has been erratic this year, and I think it probably will continue to be erratic.
Hands up! You're a sloppy chihuahua!
Braunwyn told us that the sloppy chihuahua drink throwing moment is her rock bottom.
I leave the party, I walk home since we're so close. I say, get the F out of my house. I'm spiraling. I was spiraling fast. And if the crew hadn't have been here, I know without a doubt I would have had a drink that day. I know that.
Oh my God, I feel terrible about her. I don't want to be that mirror. I didn't know she had a problem, so I think that makes me feel I felt bad. Well, I mean, I guess it's good, but like that. I don't want to be like somebody's rock bottom story.
Where do things go after the sloppy chihuahua drink throw moment? Because both Shannon and Emily told me that Braunwyn's authenticity is in question like all season long from the group.
Yeah, I think now for the first time she's sober and she's trying to have to figure out who she is. And I don't think that she's quite there. You don't just, say I'm sober and I'm an alcoholic and then whatever it is, 8 months later, whatever sobriety, have it all figured out. I think it's extremely commendable that she has admitted and is saying she has this problem. But I think maybe some of the other women, it's hard for them to understand, because when you look at like what she's presenting on social media, it looks like she's fast-tracked right through all those other steps. And
You're right.
People uneasy.
Braunwyn, to this day, is saying that Shannon made these comments about your new house.
Didn't you make fun of her like a condo and say, oh my God, how does she live in 1,600 square feet?
Oh, I did do that.
That's what she's pissed about.
Oh, well, yeah, but I'm not the only one doing that.
Do we ever get to the bottom of whether Shannon made fun of your house?
I mean, she's never ever. I mean, I'll tell you honestly, I don't think she'll ever admit it. She probably did, but the bottom line is though, with the Braunwyn situation, she did this, and you're like, did you say this thing? No, there's no accountability, no responsibility. Her excuse for why it's okay is because she's not the only one who did it. And to me, that's like a toddler response. You know, that's like it's very immature to me. It's very wanting to pass the buck.
Well, let's talk about someone else whose mouth gets them in a lot of trouble. Kelly Dodd.
Oh my God, man.
The audience has really seemed to take a stand on how they feel about Kelly with everything that's happened between the pandemic, Black Lives Matter. Where do you stand with Kelly?
It's hard because she just, oh God, she just can't get out of her own way, you know? And it's like, I don't know, I don't agree with any of it. I don't like any of it, you know, but I don't, the thing about Kelly is I want to believe that she doesn't mean a lot of the stupid things that she says, but she says them, you know, and I wish, I don't know, like, I don't know if she, you know, regrets or doesn't regret, if she does things that make it harder and harder to, you know, be supportive of her. It's just, you know, and it's hard to, like every day too, something.
Is it something you guys talk about either with Kelly or as a group?
I know that Emily keeps telling her, you know, you got to keep your mouth shut, like, but she doesn't, and you know, that's Kelly. She's just never going to do that. But I do think that she needs to. The thing is, like, there's a difference between saying what's on your mind and being insensitive. And I think that she needs to understand that. Hopefully, though, this is a learning experience for her. You know, I do hope that.
Yeah, I think we all hope that. There are some fans, some viewers who are saying, I'm not watching this season because of Kelly. What's your message to them? I
do think that if somebody really has been offended and feels like they've been victimized by something that she said, I understand if they want to take a stand and they don't want to watch. Like, I get that. But there are 5 other women here, and there is a lot of like very important things happening to a lot of us. And maybe you could just fast forward through her part.
I'll take it. All right. Anything else you want to say about what we're going to see this season? It's a different kind of season.
But also, yeah, there is going to be a lot of fun. You guys got Elizabeth is Elizabeth, and yeah, Hurricane is a Bruin. So I think, like, honestly, I'm so interested to see even how they pull it all together for her, but she is a very interesting person, and I think the fans will appreciate that. And I think it's interesting to see there's a lot of friendships that change, and things that happen. There's just a lot. There's a lot of things that happen in such a small amount of time. Like, you had like the fact that we were only filming for like, I think a little over a month, and we still have as many episodes as we have. I'm like, my God, this season, if not for COVID, it would have been 45 episodes.